Ladies and gentlemen, we are underway with the 2018 Dynamite Cup. We've got first round action as Kevin Koo takes on Danny Adams. I'm Mark Maxwell on the call, and I am joined at this time by
Sterling Richards. This opening contest has got a lot of eyes on it, with Kevin Koo taking on Danny Adams, one half of No New Friends.
And these two have a budding rivalry going on at Black Label Pro. Two men that are not on the best of terms. You can expect to see kind of a heated encounter here. And you see those emotions spilling over in the opening minute of this matchup.
Now, Mark, last year I got firsthand, not experience I should say, but a firsthand look at Kevin Koo. His striking style is second to none. He's going to prove it right here in this contest with Danny Adams.
Yeah, it's an interesting kind of blend of styles here. Kevin Koo, if you watched him in last year's Dynamite Cup, he's almost a completely different guy. His confidence has reached another level, and he's not quick in the ring. He is sudden. With those strikes, with high-flying maneuvers, he's got it all. And Danny Adams, on the other hand, is a guy who takes a very simple, straightforward approach to professional wrestling. Not a whole lot of fancy maneuvers, but everything he does has a purpose behind it. It's simple, and it gets the job done. So more of a flashy martial arts sort of style versus more of a traditional professional wrestler in Danny Adams.
Now is Kevin Koo gonna fall into the antics now of Danny Adams, looking for maybe a not at all, not even close.
And Koo immediately grabbing the wrist, not gonna give Danny Adams a second as he slaps on the wrist lock. And that's the kind of stuff Danny Adams does. He stomps on the foot to find his way free. Now just cranks on that side headlock onto Koo.
Looking to take the air out of Kevin Koo now. He battles back.
And Kevin Koo, his breath supply means a lot to him. That's a guy who does a lot of quick maneuvers in the ring. He flies around a lot. He throws strikes in combination. His gas tank is very important, and this is a tournament. These men have to wrestle again later tonight if they win. You see Kevin Koo round the crowd. That's not something he had the wherewithal to do last year. And he trips up Danny Adams. Something else I don't know that he would have had the foresight to do last year. This guy is ever improving. As Danny Adams is sent out to the floor.
Now I've seen Kevin Koo multiple times do that Golden Star moonsault off the turnbuckle to his opponent on the outside, but now he's just looking to wear on Danny Adams.
And the fans don't even want to touch Danny Adams.
This is striking to say the least.
Oh, yeah! Yes! Revenge! Sweet, sweet revenge in the first round of the Dynamite Cup.
It was meant to be, that's for sure.
Danny Adams pulled the high five earlier, and he is paying the price. That's awesome. Professional wrestling is actually good. Kevin Koo sends Danny Adams back inside. Oh, but Adams, again, and that's the kind of stuff Danny Adams does, kicking the rope right into the rib cage. And bring him in the hard way and grabs him, planting him with a twisting sidewalk slam on the way down. Cover 1, 2. Only a 2 count for Danny Adams.
Close, but now you see Koo grabbing at the neck there. A bit of a history there, taking a number of punishing blows in matches with someone we'll see later on in the tournament, ANGELUS, LAYNE.
Yeah, a smart tactical decision by Danny Adams to target the neck there. But Koo trying to fight his way free. A striking match is not what Danny Adams wants to get himself involved with here, and that's why.
I continue to be amazed by the strikes of Koo as he's now just teeing off on the chest of Danny Adams.
Koo now winding up, and Adams follows him in with a forearm. Now underhooking him. Big suplex, center of the ring, and he holds on to it. And another, still holding on.
Oh, no.
Precarious. Suplexes him into the corner.
I'm quite perplexed why he's not going for the cover.
Oh, he is. He's pulled into the ring. 1, 2, and only 2.
Now he wasted a lot of time, though.
He did, but I think he was worried about the ring positioning there with Koo being in the corner. May have been wise to just go for it immediately.
You mentioned something earlier as well, that each of these matchups here in the Dynamite Cup will lead to a multi-person main event looking to crown the 2018 Dynamite Cup winner.
It's a 6-person elimination match too, so you've got to have a lot of stamina. These guys, they probably want to get in and out as fast as possible here tonight, which is why I'm kind of surprised that Danny Adams has taken his time.
Both men going back and forth, trading strikes.
Oh, just pie face by Adams. The disrespect. Misses with the boot. Koo levels him with the lariat. And Koo is feeling it. The energy of the crowd here. Lafayette has him fired up as he charges with the uppercut. Throws another. And Koo could be looking for the exclamation point right here. Oh, Adams with the reversal. Koo moonsaults over him. Shoves him into the buckles. Dragon suplex, 1, 2, and 3. No! Danny Adams.
Impressive with the cover there after that dragon suplex. I thought that was it for Danny Adams.
Yeah, I did too. I'm shocked that Danny Adams was able to get his shoulder up after that.
Mustered up a lot of strength to power through that dragon suplex.
And it is kind of an inadvertent win for Danny Adams in some way. The Koo had to land on his neck and hold the bridge for that cover. Oh my goodness, straight off the canvas. But Adams elbows right to the ear. Oh, cover 1, 2, he has a trunks. Oh, only 2. Danny Adams not above cheating his way to victory. Ripcords out into a cutter. Oh, going for a Shiranu, but gets thrown over. Oh, brutal knee strike.
He's signaling for the end.
Oh my goodness.
Knee straight to the back.
2 and 3. Kevin Koo is going on to the finals. Contest is underway as Angelus LAYNE set to square off with Danhausen here. And Danhausen, a very dark individual. And I think I'm a little worried that he might be taking Angelus LAYNE a little bit lightly here.
Now, Angelus has mentioned before in the past that Danhausen's someone that she has, she's just teeing off on him with strikes now. I don't know if Danhausen was prepared for something like this.
And here's the thing with Angelus LAYNE. Angelus LAYNE's been wrestling since Danhausen started training. She knew him then. So if Danhausen thought he was going to come in here and have a cakewalk, or the winner of the 2017 NOLIE Rumble, I may add, he was sorely, sorely mistaken. Angelus LAYNE, one of the very best on the scene to date, and probably in the midst of, I wouldn't call it a career renaissance, but easily the best year of her career. She's really starting to hit her stride and reach that next level.
You mentioned they've known each other for a long time, dating back to when they were training. Angelus has been in the business for a considerable amount of time. I think Danhausen may have got her number on that one.
Danhausen with a shortcut, using a top rope, but he is paying the price for it. And so far, Danhausen has not been able to get in anything offensively on Angelus LAYNE. Oh, until right there, Northern Lights out of the ring, 1, 2.
With the bridge.
2. And like we said, there's got to be a sense of urgency in these competitors tonight. There is a 6-person elimination main event, and you want to go into that thing with as much air in your lungs as possible. And Danhausen's doing everything he can to take the air out of the lungs of Angelus LAYNE. Using his body weight to the advantage on the collarbones there in the corner.
Looking to take some energy out of Angelus LAYNE.
Angelus LAYNE very powerful, very explosive with a lot of her moves once she gets a hold of you. So Danhausen clearly wanting to keep his distance and keep her grounded, and I think it's a savvy strategy from him.
Both of them have a similar brawler slash hybrid style where they can bring it straight to your face, or they can take you down on the mat and really pick apart the body parts. It's worth noting Angelus LAYNE multiple times. That's why she's from the local emergency room. She spent a number of incidences there.
Yeah, and a lot of time over her career for broken arms, ankle injuries. She has been through everything, but that's also a testament to her heart. Nothing can break the spirit of Angelus LAYNE. And Danhausen now taking his time. I don't know know about that against Angelus
I
LAYNE.
don't know about this strategy either, but we saw moments ago he started to pick apart the body parts of Angelus.
Now on the hair of Angelus LAYNE.
No, I think he's gripping at the neck there, wrenching it. Official in there to ask if Angelus wants to give it up.
That's sort of a neck crank type hold.
Not great position though, as Angelus starting to battle back.
Angelus sends him hard into the buckles, and LAYNE now winds up, charges, nobody home. German suplex folds her in half.
With the release, rolls her
And
over.
Danhausen hooks like 1, 2, and 3. No, Angelus LAYNE getting that shoulder up. Danhausen in a state of disbelief. He's been in control for much of this matchup, and that could have been it right there.
Now Mark Maxwell, I've seen Danhausen quite a few times. He's put a lot of people away with that go to sleep.
Gets shoved off. Oh, hard clothesline from LAYNE. Drops him. And another. Evades that clothesline. Spins him into a neck breaker. Cover from LAYNE. 1, 2, and only 2. And LAYNE again going back to that ankle that Danhausen just jumped on earlier in the contest. And for somebody like, she could be looking for it here. Could be looking total anarchy. Got the feet on the ropes. Danhausen desperately trying to fight his way to the apron, and he does.
Well scouted by Danhausen.
LAYNE gets that forearm up. Oh, caught her going through the ropes. LAYNE made the mistake of doing that with her back turned to Danhausen, and he made her pay the price. Now he's got her in a very precarious position.
I don't like this.
Slingshots into a double stomp.
To that upper shoulder region.
Leg hook cover. 1, 2, and no! LAYNE again getting the shoulder up.
I like the body positioning Danhausen had on Angelus there. It could have easily got the 3 count, but Angelus able to muster up the strength and power through.
And now he could be looking for that. Oh no. Bloody Sunday types up, hooks her, and drops her on her head.
Cover.
1, 2, and LAYNE gets a foot on the rope.
Wow.
How did she find the wherewithal to extend her leg? I thought that was curtains for LAYNE. And Danhausen's just as shocked as we are.
Getting in the face of the referee, never a good strategy.
Danhausen telling her to stay down, but like we said, Angelus LAYNE, there is not an ounce of quit in her body.
They don't call her the bride of
Backdrop driver.
And
1, 2, and sort of a snap Saito out of nowhere from LAYNE there. They've just created an opening to keep her in this contest.
Well, we saw last year LAYNE able to pick up the victory in the NOLIE Rumble, outlasting a number of other competitors. So Danhausen knows he has to bring a lot to the table to get the victory here.
Oh, LAYNE just caught him on the top of that forearm. And she's found him in prime position. Total anarchy out of the corner. Pulls him in. 1, 2, and 3.
That's it.
LAYNE found an opening and took advantage. And now she's going to the finals for the Dynamite Cup. Parnell faces Mance Warner in a first-round contest.
Mark Maxwell, I fully expect this to be straight up King's Road with both of these individuals. We're seeing it right now on the outside.
And on that first chop from Mance Warner, you heard that thud. Not the slap, but the thud. That's how you know it's bad. And that one just echoed throughout the entire building here in Lafayette. It is the feet of Jake Parnell, known for his double stomp against the sickening headbutts of Mance Warner.
As Parnell gets back in the ring.
Let's go, Brandon.
What a shot from Mance.
Again, stiff shot straight to the chest from Mance Warner.
And these guys, just look at the way they're going after each other. Neither man is giving a physical inch. They are on top of each other every single second, and the chest of Jake Parnell is already turning red from the chops of Mance
trunks.
And Mance is going to be looking to put that head to use.
Parnell, oh,
No.
the head of Mance Warner straight into that ring post.
Into the, not even the buckles, the post. And that was his biggest weapon, is that headbutt. And now, who even knows if he can use it? If he can't, he's got double stomped right across the back by Jake Parnell.
Not exactly sure Mance knows where he is.
Mance was completely rocked. And Parnell threw maybe the biggest shot in his entire arsenal, and it landed. Mance Warner is in a bad way on the floor. The referee putting a count on him now.
The crowd now firmly getting behind Mance Warner, trying to give him the strength to get back up and get in that ring. Referee's count at 4.
Mance just crawling to the ring, but even Mance breaks it out. What does he have left?
A lot on the line in this contest, obviously.
Count us up to 8 now, I believe. We're at 9, and Mance gets back in. But immediately, Parnell putting the feet to use again. Northern Lights dumps him on his dome. 1, 2, and Mance gets the shoulder up.
Able to get the shoulder up.
Parnell holding onto those arms still. Not letting Mance get anywhere. And again, the feet of Parnell. We knew it was going to be a slugfest, but so far, it has been a one-sided one.
The quick feet of Parnell, using that to his advantage, able to capitalize. I've seen Parnell over the last years just go to war with some of the best in the business, including a rivalry with Gary J that's just stretched the Midwest.
Parnell is an absolute savage between those ropes. And Mance Warner is his prey tonight. Mance evades the charge in the corner and scores with a big right. Follows up with another. Mance needs to start stringing these together, and he is.
His feet are now tap dancing, Mark Maxwell.
Mance winding up for a big one. Nobody home on the bionic elbow. And the clothesline from Parnell takes him down. Cover 1, 2, and Mance able to get the shoulder up. Mance shaking his head no. He loves it.
They don't call him the Southern Psycho for no reason.
This is the type of match Mance Warner loves, but it's not playing to his advantage. Right now, he's on the mat. If he wins, he has another contest later on this evening. And Jake Parnell might be wrestling to the tournament better than anybody we've seen so far.
Quick, going at it fast.
Double stop again! Mance evading at the last moment. Back elbow from Warner scores. Follows up with a second. Oh, knee strike right to the middle of the spine. Oh, high poke. Nobody home. Drops him with a DDT instead.
Not sure he got all of that, but
Cover 1,
for the corner.
2. Parnell grabbing the rope. I think the way Parnell came down, he still landed headfirst on the arm of Mance, jarring his neck. Not ideal for Jake Parnell nonetheless, and Mance is gonna look for the headbutt again. Pull the trigger once to no avail, but he's not scared. There is no fear in Mance Warner. Oh, Parnell holds onto the ropes. Eye poke, no one home. Half and half suplex from Parnell.
Parnell should look to follow up here with something big.
And he looks like he is winding up. Oh! The momentum behind that lariat was absurd. 1, 2, deep 2 count, but Mance is fighting on.
Did he come off that second rope something fierce?
Parnell knew he was going to have to put some extra mustard on it to put down Warner, but he is not giving up. And he is looking back for another rendition of that double stomp.
The feet of Parnell looking to cave in the chest of Mance Warner.
there, dropping Parnell on those top buckles.
Both of them now in the high rent district.
Oh man,
I don't like the look of this.
Superplex from Mance Warner. He needed to throw a bomb, he did it, he connected.
Referee now administering the count.
Fans here at the Dynamite Cup rallying behind this contest as Mance delivers a headbutt, but Parnell answering back.
That headbutt just resonated throughout the building.
Now these guys just slapping the taste out of each other's mouths. Parnell's the first one to his feet. Mance follows. Now Mance stringing them together in combination. Off the ropes, Parnell charging. Putting a stop to the momentum.
Looking to come off that second rope again.
Headbutt! And a clothesline, folds him in half. 1, 2, and 3.
That's it.
Mance Warner's going to the finals. Head prevails in the slugfest. Second annual Lord of the Flyers 4-way up next on the docket here at the Dynamite Cup. And what a collection of Flyers we've got this year. We've got Jonathan Wolf, maybe more the striker of the group. We've got Pat MONIX, maybe the most pure raw athlete. Chase Oliver, probably the most dynamic. And Calvin Tankman, unquestionably the largest. And Tankman just laid out Jonathan Wolf.
Knocked him out. Well, you saw moments ago, Wolf just get in the face of his opponents, not the best strategy.
No, Jonathan Wolf loves to run his mouth as much as he loves to wrestle, and Calvin Tankman made him eat every single one of those words. And now Chase Oliver.
Not exactly sure that was the best strategy for Chase.
He's now found himself in the ring with Calvin Tankman, who is an absolute monster of a man. Oh!
Now this match right here is going to be one definitely for the gift gods. I already expect it. Last year's definitely was.
What is this? Both MONIX and Oliver at the same time with axe handles.
Tag team springboard axe handles.
Tankman's still on his feet. He's not even phased.
Both Chase and Pat working together.
Tankman's been sent to the floor. The bigger they are, the harder they fall. Oh, and Oliver just got tripped up by Wolf. Laid him out with a 6th strike. Wolf ducks a clothesline, head scissors. Whips MONIX into the mat.
That sneaky Jonathan Wolf.
And Wolf has wrestling in his DNA, the son of Indiana Kid Jr. Longtime Midwest mainstay. Oh, 60 in the air. Calvin Tankman is a monster.
I don't think any of these guys knew what they signed up for, getting into a match with Calvin Tankman. Oh no.
Oh no.
The crowd's chanted for Martin Maxwell. He's got to give it to him.
There's no way. Calvin Tankman is winding up, but MONIX cuts him off with the savate kick right to the chest. Face first onto the knee, and a big forearm from Pat.
Series of strikes now.
Knee from Wolf. Tandem kicks finally drops Calvin Tankman.
Getting him off that vertical base now to the outside. I think Jonathan Wolf and Pat MONIX may be looking to team up here.
Now MONIX winding up. Oh, Wolf shoves him out of the way. Tope suicida.
Huge
The
dive.
barricades came unglued from it. Pat MONIX winds up. Topes to a seat of his own. The first row is now the 9th row in the Dynamite Cup.
People spreading.
The massive Calvin Tankman. Oh my gosh, Chase Oliver
Throwing toss
assault. My goodness.
Chase Oliver getting this crowd behind him.
Like I said earlier, Chase Oliver probably the most dynamic in this contest, but he got caught by Wolf, left himself open for that strike. Package. Oh, sit-out slam.
Beautiful. Not exactly sure why he didn't go for a cover of something that big.
Intricacies of that move for someone who's born in 1999 is bananas. Oh, he went for that DDT, but he got caught by Calvin Tankman.
Just lifts them with ease.
Sends him to the mat. 1, 2, and MONIX at the last possible moment breaks up the cover.
Project MONIX in the ring, staring down Calvin Tankman, the current IWA Mid-South champion.
Big knee. Tankman is a big man, but every man has a chin, and Pat MONIX found it with that knee strike. Oh! Look at turn around forearm.
The Crosstown Classic connects across the face.
Tankman rolled out to the floor. Wolf's got MONIX in prime position.
Pump handle
Into a knee.
Just sends MONIX to the outside.
Turn MONIX's lights off. Chase Oliver springboards in with that forearm. Roundhouse kick. Poison Rana spikes him. Oliver's got him up. Oh, watch out! Driver into the corner. But he rolls out to the floor before Oliver can cover. Smart, savvy maneuver.
Unbelievable
On behalf of Wolf to get out of the ring.
Very impressed by this Chase Oliver.
And Tankman's still on rubbery legs from those shots earlier. Just shoving them both off. They're doing everything they can to take him off his feet, but he doesn't go down.
Just a bunch of strikes. Tankman is reeling though now in the corner.
Oh, and MONIX turned his attention to Oliver while Oliver was not expecting it. Caught him off guard. Into the buckles from MONIX. MONIX set over the top out to the apron. And he just got caught with that Pele.
Tankman though.
Oh, big back elbow, huge punch.
Ripcord.
Ripcord lariat drops him. Tankman is a man possessed.
He needs to turn around though.
Here comes MONIX. Oh, shook off to the floor.
That sneaky Jonathan Wolf on the outside pushing MONIX.
Wolf is a scumbag, but he found the opportunity. But center of the ring, Tankman just dropped him with a pile driver. Oh, but Wolf kicked him to the floor. Wolf found the opening. 1, 2, and 3.
That's it.
That weasel Jonathan Wolf just found a spot in the finals. Percy Davis, a finalist in last year's Dynamite Cup, set to square off against the ace of the Mid-Atlantic, Eric Royal.
Eric Royal, the person I'm most excited to see here, Mark Maxwell. I fully expect Eric Royal to come in here and just dominate, not only in this match, but this whole tournament. Eric Royal of CWF Atlantic fame, multiple-time champion, 2-time Mid-Atlantic Tag Team Champion, 2-time Mid-Atlantic Television Champion, and CWF Mid-Atlantic Heavyweight Champion.
And the thing about ARIK Royal, too, is this man is dominant everywhere he goes. Easily the odds-on favorite. When you scoured the internet for Dynamite Cup talk prior to this tournament, everyone seems to be picking ARIK Royal as the man who's going to come out here, win this match, and win this tournament. But I think a lot of people are selling Percy short here. This guy was a finalist last year. He beat Reed Bentley in a strong outing. He's getting better all the time. He matches up pretty well size-wise with ARIK Royal, who's a monster of a man. I think some people are selling him short, but ARIK Royal undoubtedly the betting favorite, so to speak.
I would hope to God Percy did his homework on ARIK Royal. There's a lot of tape out there. ARIK Royal been wrestling for close to 9 years now, predominantly in the South. What is he?
Oh, giving him a sucker.
Was that a dum-dum? No, I meant, was that a dum-dum move of Percy Davis?
I don't know, schoolboy trip.
He just fooled ARIK Royal there.
Oh no! He's giving him all the dum-dums tonight.
It has to be against some sort of rules here at the Dynamite Cup, right?
Only sanitary rules. It's not... It's within the rules of professional wrestling, it's totally fine. Whether it's a good idea or not, that remains to be seen, but it looks like it is so far. Percy off the ropes. Gets caught. Oh!
First. I think his neck and spine just ricocheted off the rope there.
He had the whiplash effect being utilized by ARIK Royal there. And every single thing Royal does in the ring causes immediate physical harm.
I fully expect right now ARIK to stop playing with his food and put it away.
Every move in that ring counts with ARIK Royal. Every shot is damaging and punishing, and there's only so many guys can take. Just bulls into Percy. Leg hook, 1, 2, only
Great position.
2.
Great position there, shielding the ropes, knowing exactly where his opponent was
But look
at
at
the
Percy
time.
moving his ribs. Look at how he's out of breath. The wind was knocked out of him with one simple maneuver from ARIK Royal. And Royal now charges in the corner and again targeting that rib cage. Just hoists him up. Drives him into the opposite buckles. And he's got him up again. Percy elbowing his way free desperately.
Trying to battle back.
He can barely breathe.
The School of Rock student just going toe-to-toe right now with ARIK Royal, but what is he doing here, Mark Maxwell?
Going deep into his snack bag of tricks. Oh! Super kicks him.
Right into the snacks.
Winds up in a big 360 shot, drops ARIK Royal to a knee.
Playtime's over, I think.
He may have just angered the big man. Sent off into the ropes and driven into the mat.
With his face. Oh, God.
Royal lining up in that three-point stand. Just destroyed the body of Percy Davis. 1, 2, and 3.
Just straight up lifting him. That's it.
And Percy Davis was just decimated by the powerful ARIK Royal.
I'm big, and he is really 6 foot. Hey, I got one question. Go!
Oh, this matchup is underway. Tag team action, a rematch from last year's Dynamite Cup. As Hysteria take on the Carnies, and only the winner of the fall is going on to the next round here tonight.
Hysteria looking to get an early start here against the Carnies.
They've got to bring the fight to them right away. Last year they found themselves on the end of a long controlled frenzy from the Carnies. They received a lot of punishment. They've got to be quick, and they've got to get as much damage done in succession as they can.
Really quickly isolating right now. Nick Iggy in the middle of the ring.
And Cole Radrick off the apron gets caught by Kerry Awful. And right post back first.
Radrick now on the outside.
But here comes Sage Phillips.
Looking to bail out his
basement
teammate.
super kick. Front flip senton off the apron from Sage. Now Sage going back up top inside the ring. Oh, but Nick Iggy.
Right across the knee.
A true gutbuster if I've ever seen one.
Sage Phillips is going to have to do something.
And if you're Sage Phillips and you're Cole Radrick, oh, cover one. Only a 1 count there for Nick Iggy. You can't be happy about this drawing. I mean, last year you found yourself in the receiving end of a ton of punishment from the Carnies. The Carnies have only gotten better since then, and Sage Phillips improved tremendously. Cole Radrick improved tremendously, but this is still not the matchup that you want in the first round, and that is exactly why.
Well, you know the Carnies motto, Mark Maxwell, death to fake tag teams. The Carnies have been ripping up the road ever since the Dynamite Cup last year, and this match right here is hoping to be, to play spoiler, hopefully the Hysteria can do something to get
bear trap cover 1, 2.
Carnies.
Only 2 for Iggy there. Oh, and just kicks Sage Phillips right on the ear. And his fish hooking Sage as he tags out Kerry. Little nasty stuff like that is what makes the Carnies so difficult to overcome.
Sage really needs to get to his corner. Now we're seeing Radrick just barely get to his feet.
And Sage just scooped and slammed by Kerry Awful. Kerry Awful, man, who's only gotten stronger and quicker since last year's Dynamite Cup.
Kerry Awful now having words with Cole Radrick, who looks worse for wear on the outside. It's worth noting Cole Radrick has been dealing with a lot of neurological issues, but wanted this matchup, he wanted this contest, he wanted to get redemption on the Carnies.
That's it. Cole Radrick has spent a lot of time on the shelf in the last year. So that's something that's going to play in here. The Carnies, like you said, tearing up the road week in, week out.
Now, don't
wrestling
count
tag teams.
I was just going to say, don't count out Sage Phillips. Impressive just last weekend at the Commonwealth Cup. Coming in the finalists, he overcame 2 other opponents, including Jimmy Jacobs and Dominic Guarini. So
it's going to be hard to do any of that as he meets a second gutbuster. Now, the ribs of Sage have been a pinpoint target for the Carnies thus far.
What is Kerry Awful now doing?
Now putting the mask on Sage. Just messing with him at this point, toying with their prey.
Cole trying to will his partner.
By the hair, the grabbing by the hair, that fish hooking. All these little things the Carnies do take their toll over the course of a matchup.
But are you surprised?
Not one bit.
That's just vintage tag team wrestling going on right now in that corner. Cutting off a whole half of the ring from Sage Phillips. Tagging in and out, getting the fresher man in.
And getting in the face of Big Match Cole in the corner and a pump kick to the face of Sage. Cover 1, 2, and Sage emphatically kicking out. Showing we still got a ton of fight left in him. Sage has been largely grounded, which is tough from a guy who operates best from distance. Loves to use his quickness. You see it right there, but gets that kitchen sink knee right to the gut again.
That's gotta continue to bruise the ribs of Sage Phillips.
Same target over and over again from the Carnies, and they keep hitting it.
Very awful now, getting positioning and just standing.
No!
Standing on the chest.
Blades up. Just in the nick of time there, a 2 count for Awful.
Sage able to mess up the balance of Kerry Awful to break up that pinfall attempt.
Sage throwing a single strike, and usually when Sage is at his best, he's throwing in combination. This just shows the toll the Carnies have taken on him. He can't string together strikes here. The chop blocked before it even gets to the chest, and a bear hug from Kerry Awful.
Inflicting damage now to the sternum of Sage Phillips.
Sage has not been able to utilize any of his strengths. The Carnies' game plan has been near perfect. Sage is trying to headbutt his way free, anything he can do.
Oh.
See, another there, and it caused Awful to drop him to the mat. And a big shot there from the ground. Could be the opening he needed.
Can Sage get the tag?
But Kerry just immediately sending him back in the buckles, but he caught Iggy. He clipped Iggy. Dives for it, dives for it.
Get there.
So it's Iggy
on the outside, drops him on his head.
On Radrick's bad head. Trying to find a sunset flip is Sage.
Oh my. Oh. Stopping at the hand of Sage Phillips.
Cole Radrick, like we mentioned, bad head injuries put him on the shelf over the course of the last year, and he landed head first when he yanked him off that apron.
He's gonna need to do something to get back on top of the ring and get that tag from Sage Phillips.
Things are looking very, very bleak for Hysteria at this point.
As Kerry Awful continues to just wrench at the face.
Pulling down a strap. Now going up to a second rope, could be looking fist drop here. And there goes the second strap.
The straps are down, Mark Maxwell.
Guys, oh, he took too much time. He just punched the man. And Sage
Cool.
He swept Iggy, and Iggy crashed hard on the apron. This is the opening Sage needed.
Radrick's back up there.
But how much does Radrick have in him? Oh, Awful's got the foot. Once again, the Carnies, no! Enziguri, but he missed. He missed the Enziguri.
He thought he clipped him a little bit on that, but not at all.
Oh, finds his way free and just kicked him right in the arm.
Think he got him with that?
Radrick ducks the chop. Clothesline from Cole. Follows it up with a second.
Coming in like a...
Spins him around, drops him on his knee, and a neck breaker. Cole Radrick is a house of fire. Ducks the clothesline for Iggy. Asai moonsault.
Beautifully connected.
A K broader rather in that case from Cole Radrick. Oh, but Kerry caught him. Insisted that he's 6 foot tall.
Oh!
Tries to pick him up, can't get him. Oh no! Double slams from Hysteria.
Moments ago, we thought Hysteria was worse for wear, but now just taking it to the Carnies.
Throw Sage into a senton on Awful. And for the first time in this matchup, it feels like Hysteria's in control. Could see some double teamwork. Oh no, reverse. And Radrick, they bumped heads. And Radrick went down like a ton of bricks the moment they did.
He's laying motionless.
Sage trying to mount something, but captured by Iggy. Oh, planted earthquake! 1, 2, and 3. No! Sage got a shoulder up.
Unbelievable. All that damage done to the sternum of Sage Phillips. And Awful just sat out with that senton. I thought that was it.
Sage Phillips got the shoulder up, but again, how much does he have in him? Oh no, and Cole is ripe for the picking, trying to fight his way free from both Carnies.
Watch out for
Oh
Nick.
no! Oh, blasted to the back of the head with that forearm.
Oh, the referee needs to check on him.
Oh, and this is how they finished him off last year.
We've seen this before at Boston Crab.
Iggy up to the second. Sage is here.
Palm strike sends Iggy to the outside.
Lures Awful out to the floor. Sage winding up. Tope Suicida gets only Iggy. But Radrick's up. Goes, oh no! He got dropped dead in his tracks.
Unbelievable.
Oh, Radrick's, his leg is shaking, Sterling.
Why Kerry Awful isn't going for the cover now just perplexes me, but he's got other plans for Cole Radrick.
Yeah, Radrick, his leg was shaking, his lips were quivering. Oh, and he just got slapped in the face. He is on the rubberiest of legs. Oh, no.
Could be loading up for something big here.
Kerry, come on. Cole tried to counter.
I think Sage got
tagged in. Boot to the face from Cole. Sage steps in. Eyeliner. He caught him.
Stay on top of him. Hysteria.
Oh no. Comes a heat pop kick. Cole is out. But Sage to the ripcord forearm.
Straight through.
Oh no, Kerry off Cole by 1, 2, 3, no. Sage with a shot to the breadbasket. Ties him up. Octopus Stretch! Octopus Stretch center of the ring!
He's got it.
Drowning! Nowhere to go! Iggy dies and Cole grabbed Iggy! He grabbed Iggy! He's holding him off! He's holding him off! Here's gonna record, he taps! He taps!
Hysteria with the victory!
It's Sage Phillips! It's going to the Dynamite Cup Finals!
It's okay. Tell me. I got it. Winners of the match, Hysteria, and advancing to the finals by the stipulation of this match, Sage Phillips. The winner of the fall advances to the finals.
Sorry, not today.
a cookie cake. Wait a minute. Really? We saw them earlier. That's the Carnies. What? Grin Metalik and Kerrysto. Your Uncle James is in the NOLIE Rumble? Oh man. What a short ghost. NOLIE, how did you get a ghost to be in your Rumble?
I didn't know.
Real?
A man of mystery, isn't NOLIE? And that's what makes this Rumble so special. This is Slade Porter who's in the ring. He's kind of mean.
No, he's not. He doesn't do that.
I don't know. Let's see what he says.
Welcome to my city. There will be carnage. There will be gruesome displays of human wreckage. Surrender, Uncle James, Uncle Rob, Uncle Donald Duck.
Oh, saying mean things to Uncle James, NOLIE.
Just know that in all great tragedies, the hero ends the story either crying or bleeding. So tell me, hero, when are you going to get moving?
Oh, NOLIE, why is that? He's attacking Uncle James.
Yes. I didn't know why.
Yeah, I don't know why either. I think he's kind of mean. Oh, Uncle James, he's gonna teach him a lesson, I think.
It's a mean.
Yeah.
A bad guy is a mean person.
Oh, Uncle James just, oh, he broke the mask over his head. Oh, no. Dollar showing his presence, and here comes Percy and ARIK Williams, and everybody's in the ring. NOLIE, this is out of control. NOLIE, this is crazy. Who do you think's gonna win?
I think Adolf will win.
Yeah, I don't know either. This is crazy, NOLIE. Complete and utter chaos. Look Look at Buck Boulder. Do you like that guy with the big flannel shirt on and the black cap? He's pretty cool. He's very tall. If you notice that Short Ghost, he's staying out of the ring. Yeah. Do you think that's a good idea to stay out of the ring, or do you think, because Short Ghost, if he wants to win, he has to get in the ring at some point, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's an interesting strategy. We'll keep an eye on that one as the match goes along. James just threw Danhausen over the top rope. Oh, Uncle James is gonna get Slade Porter now too.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah. Uh-oh, Slade's holding on. He's not out yet.
And not saying boo.
Yeah. Uncle James is choking him. Oh no, he's poking Uncle James in the eye. Everyone's going after the tall guy, Buck Boulder. That's probably a good idea. No, that guy is really strong. And Slade Porter is out.
Slade Porter is not good.
That guy's out too.
But even Buck Boulder and Sunset.
Art Williams trying to take it to Buck Boulder. Freddie bringing the fight to Buck. Oh, wait a minute. The Lucha House Carnies have eliminated Percy Davis. Are they pretending to be the Lucha House Party?
Yeah.
I don't think they're the real Lucha House Party though, because those guys aren't nice like the Lucha House Party are. Grin, Metalik, and Kerrysto. This guy Sean, he's got to try and take him out, but they're double teaming him. Sean is being double teamed by the Lucha House Carnies. Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's a very good point. Uh-oh. Oh, he's turning him around. Oh, no. See, he's not a luchador. That's Kerry Awful. It was all a sham. Oh no! He's a dog, NOLIE. He's gonna follow that frisbee if they throw it. Oh no, he eliminated himself to get the frisbee. Oh no. And it's Nick Iggy too. They're fake luchadors. It was all a trick. I hope Buck Boulder gets him for it. Clothesline to Nick Iggy for Buck Boulder. He's gonna try and choke slam him. I think that guy's too big for that. I don't think he can choke slam him. Oh man, choke slam by Buck Boulder. And Buck Boulder, he's gonna eliminate both of them and win. He's gonna win, NOLIE. Oh no! No! Did they just win? Did the Lucha House Carnies win? Oh no! Wait a minute! Short Ghost is still in the match! Short Ghost is still in the match, NOLIE! It's time for Short Ghost! Get in, Short Ghost! Short Ghost just scared him! Short Ghost scared him!
Oh my goodness!
Short Ghost is scaring him! He's scared him! Short Ghost never went over the top rope! Short Ghost wins the NOLIE Rumble! It's Eric! Your brother Eric! He was Short Ghost the whole time! Your brother Eric!
The winner of the 2018 NOLIE Rumble,
Your brother Eric just won the NOLIE Rumble, and he won the cookie cake, and hopefully he's gonna share it with us. I know.
Good job. That was a good match.
That's awesome, NOLIE. I know this is only the second one, but this was the best NOLIE Rumble ever. Thank you for it. This was great. Awesome job.
We're sorry we did bad stuff. Is it okay if we have cookies?
But as long as you promise to say sorry to him, too.
NOLIE! We're sorry we
we're sorry. We know we've been bad guys. We know we've done terrible things. But can you ever forgive us, NOLIE?
Please!
We'll be good guys again. We want to be a good guy like you when we grow up.
Yeah, thumbs up!
Dynamite Cup Finals underway, and again, we do encourage all of you to head to togetherwerise.org to learn more about tonight's event, the benefits of it, and what we are raising money for. Do not forget to check out togetherwerise.org. We are underway with Sage Phillips and Jonathan Wolf in the center of the ring, and Wolf really running his mouth a lot to start this match. He did that in the four-way earlier. We questioned it and ended up playing to his advantage. I think he got in those guys' heads a little bit.
Sneaked away with the victory there, Mark Maxwell.
Yeah, I don't know if Sage is the guy who's headier to get inside of. He's as technical as they come as he gets one off the cover. Arm drag from Sage. They call him proficient for a reason, but finds himself on the receiving end of a Toreador from Jonathan Wolf.
It's important to remind folks, it is a 6-way elimination match.
He just push tagged ARIK Royal.
He's starting a fire he can't put out, I guarantee that.
Maybe there's a reason I'm talking to a microphone, not the ring, but that's not what I would have done, personally.
I think you and a lot of the folks here in Lafayette. This matchup, I don't think that's ever been done before.
No, I don't think Mance and ARIK have ever been in the ring at the same time before. Man from Planet Ace, a man who many consider to be the favorite heading in, myself included, yourself included.
Yeah.
Also had the shortest match of anybody in the first round. And probably took the least amount of damage as anybody. I don't recall Percy really having him on the ropes at any point in that match.
Not much, if any.
So that kind of even sets that in his favor, but my goodness, that chop from Mance.
Talk about poking the bear. Uh-oh. ARIK Royal now firing up.
Oh, no thank you.
Shattered the solar plexus.
Oh, thank you. And Mance just fires up after that. Absolutely preposterous.
Oh, Southern Psycho. Staggers ARIK Royal, and wait a second.
A familiar pair of foes getting in the ring.
A feud renewed. ANGELUS LAYNE and Kevin Koo.
She once broke the neck of Kevin Koo at Sup Graps, as the crowd chanting, Southern Underground Pro.
Shout out.
Oh, they're just brawling center of the ring. I don't know why we could have expected anything less from these two. And LAYNE is in close with those body shots. Hooks Koo, sets him up. Total Anarchy Koo, realizing the predicament he's in, frees himself. Could be looking for that finishing move he utilized earlier, but LAYNE fights her way free. We've got a standoff. If there's any two competitors in the ring that know how dangerous each other are, it's these two.
I mean, she broke his frickin' neck.
Wolf tagging himself in. He asserts himself whenever he pleases. And Sage, I think, has unfinished business with him. After those exchanges earlier.
Was definitely not expecting Jonathan Wolf to get back into this contest this early. I think
he is individually trying to browbeat every member of this contest.
I think he's running his mouth with the wrong ones.
And he said he was going to get back to ANGELUS LAYNE, and she just tagged herself in. I think ANGELUS is going to get back to him.
Yeah.
Oh no!
Just strike after strike to Wolf.
Just kicks the leg out. Oh, buzzsaw kick. Senton! 1, 2, and 3.
That's it.
Get Jonathan Wolf out of here. Get him out.
Wow. ANGELUS LAYNE like, let me go ahead and take out the trash mouth. ANGELUS waves bye-bye to Jonathan Wolf, but ANGELUS is gonna have to pay attention. There's 4 other competitors in this contest, though. Both of them, both ANGELUS and Sage Phillips now jawing with Jonathan Wolf on the outside. And
Jonathan Wolf now trying to make amends with everybody. You're out. You've been eliminated.
Can we get someone to get this guy to the back? All 4 not paying attention.
Oh no! ARIK Royal just destroyed Sage Phillips, and now he does the same to ANGELUS.
Just sends
too hard into buckles.
Oh!
Oh no!
What is he doing now?
Sounds Sage to get up. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Seated senton off the apron from ARIK Royal.
Someone needs to check on Sage. Ref referee just making sure it's all right for Sage to continue. Oh, strikes! I've seen Ku do this before.
He's trying to get him up. Oh, lands him. I don't think he got everything he wanted, but he got him one. Oh, his hand's under the rope. A hand in the ring being bailed out Royal. It's so hard to control a large man like Royal in the ring like that. And he just drives him into the mat. Palms the skull like a basketball and plants it into the floor.
That can't be good on the neck of
Launches him into a clothesline. Ku is done.
That's got to be it.
1, 2, and 3. Catapult clothesline does it.
Too much impact on the neck of Ku, sends him to the back.
And Sage tries to get up, but just drop kick into the barricade.
Square on the jaw of Sage Phillips.
Eye poke! Mance has been looking for it all night, and he finally got it.
I poked the bear that is Eric Royal now.
Royal is blinded.
Swinging at air. The head.
Oh, he staggered himself into the headbutt to the chest, but Angelus is in. Headbutt from Lane.
I don't know if that was very smart, Mark Maxwell.
Now both of them, I think they're going to put their heads together, and they do.
I'm not sure, but it definitely worked to get Royal to the ground, but
he's pulling himself right back up in the corner. If you can get Royal down, you got to keep him down. And that's a near impossible task, as we've learned tonight.
The biggest threat in this contest.
Ripcord from Mance into a headbutt.
Holds on, another one.
A third connects, he staggers to the corner, Lane tags herself in.
Angelus now.
She's headed up to the top. I don't know what she could have in mind here.
Looking for her.
Soaring in with a missile drop kick.
Short, but with a lot of power.
1, 2, and oh, Royal throws her off. Doesn't kick out, throws her off.
Angelus Lane now eyeing her opponent. She's sending forearms straight to the face.
She knows she needs to string together some big offense to put Royal down, and she is doing it. Off the ropes comes Lane. Boots!
Turns her inside out, cover!
1, 2, and 3. Just how he eliminated Percy earlier in the night.
Your 2017 NOLIE Rumble winner just eliminated by Eric Royal, who's on a warpath.
And then there were 3, Eric Royal, Mance Warner, and Sage Phillips, the final 3 in this year's Dynamite Cup. Oh, and Sage just sent out to the floor.
Bit of a hip attack there.
Royal runs his mouth, but he also runs the show. He's been in charge for much of this contest, but Mance has him staggered. Mance hops over top of him. Headbutt to the chest again. Another. Oh, Royal charges in. Sits down to the canvas. Charging knee strike from Mance. Another. Royal's down. Leg up. 1, 2, 3. No.
I thought that was it. A series of knee strikes straight to the cranium. Eric Royal able to kick out the ace.
Mance calling for the lariat.
Takes the elbow pad off.
Winds up, Royal ducks. Same move. Royal once again. 1, 2, and oh, and Mance, he's partially under the ropes. Hooks him again. 1, 2, and 3. Most times that's a saving grace, but the amount of damage Royal did there.
Able to still get the pinfall, even with the poor ring positioning of Warner.
And that time, Mance's own momentum got used against him. And there's only one man left. And you're left with the largest and smallest competitors in this matchup. Sage, man, many didn't think would get out of the first round, now finds himself in the finals with the perennial favorite.
Sage able to get over a hurdle earlier with the Carnies. I'm not so sure here, Mark Maxwell, This hurdle may be too big for Sage Phillips.
Oh! Sick chop from Royal. Sage answering back. Oh, sent to the mat after a...
Oh, it gets right back up!
There is zero quit inside of Sage Phillips. He doesn't back down, he doesn't give up, and now he is throwing in combination like he does when he's at his best.
He's taking it to ARIK Royal right now.
He is gonna need the best performance of his career to even come close, but Royal cutting him off. Back pressure up, Sage hops over. Hooks him! Just thrown to the apron.
ARIK needs to turn around.
Boot to the face. He could sling in with that flatliner we saw earlier. Goes for, oh! As it's scouted and plants it with a backbreaker.
Cover 1, 2.
And no! And think about all the back and midsection damage that Sage took in that opening round contest with the Carnies.
Crowd firmly behind Sage Phillips right now.
That torso is taking an ungodly amount of punishment tonight. And the crowd's rallying behind him, but that doesn't undo the damage he's taken.
Huge forearm from ARIK. Sends Phillips right into the ropes.
ARIK Royal has him staggered yet again. Royal now clocks him with another forearm, and Sage is stirring.
ARIK could be just belaboring damage right now into Sage Phillips.
Sage ducking! And there it is again, those combination forearms from Sage. He knows that one strike at a time can't be enough. It's right, let's go to the eyes, come on!
Like this from Royal.
Oh, no.
Smaller Sage Phillips well above his head.
Oh my gosh, no. Oh, into the corner!
My God! Sage may not be able to.
He's out. He
may not be able to finish this. He's not even moving.
Call it.
Just cut it. Give it to ARIK Royal.
Call it.
Sage can't even get to his feet. Referee checking with Phillips. Looks like he's going to be able to continue, but oh man.
I don't know if he should though.
This is tough.
Royal just scooping him. Royal not even trying to pin him after that. It's sickening. It's Sage just he collapsed. That's it. Cover him. 1, 2. What in God's name just got into Sage Phillips?
Whoa!
That had to be pure instinct. There's
Sage.
It had no other explanation beyond instinct. Now Royal.
Adrenaline.
Hook him. Sage dropping down. I don't even know if he knows where he is, but he finds the Enziguri.
Takes it to the knee.
From Sage. A shiny wizard from Sage. Royals out to the floor. How is Sage doing this?
I have no clue.
School of Rock graduate with a tope suicida. And he's back up.
Looking for another one.
Another heat-seeking missile from Sage. And he is rallying the crowd. Baseball slide style, staggering him.
Whoa.
Rolling back in. Oh no, Royal's up on the apron, forearm.
Teetering now.
Still not going down, Sage.
No!
Flatliner onto the apron!
ARIK Royal!
Royal's out!
Sage can't get him up!
He's too big!
Ref administering the count now. Sage now getting Royal.
He's got him in! Cover him! Like a 1, 2, and 3, no!
What is it going to take, Mark Maxwell, to put away ARIK Royal? Sage Phillips giving it all he's got.
Royal will not go down. And that's the thing about Royal. He's a monster of a man. But Royal has no quit either. He's got an endless amount of heart. He's shown that That's why he's been a champion all up and down the Eastern Seaboard. And Sage is learning it the hard way, and I don't know what Sage has left in his arsenal to do at this point.
Going to the top. I don't like the position Royal's in.
I don't know if I've seen guys in this spot before. Oh!
Headbutt up his own. Staggers Phillips now on the top rope.
And adrenaline, when you have an adrenaline dump, everything just kind of, it gets bad really quickly. And I think that's what we might be seeing with Sage after he got hit with that shot from Royal.
I'm not exactly sure how Sage Phillips is still in this contest. You mentioned earlier Royal had one of the quicker matches of the opening round. Sage went to war with the Carnies.
And Sage is elbowing his way free. He's got to. It's all he's got, but clubbed in that bad back yet again. He's answering though. Sage is answering with elbow strikes. Oh, clubbing blow from Royal again. And how is Sage trying to even fight through these?
Not exactly sure, but I don't like this.
Wait,
that's a
Sage
whole lot of mess up there on the top rope with Phillips now.
No way. Shiranu up the top! Top rope Shiranu! Number 1, 2, 3! Sage Phillips has done it! Sage Phillips has won the 2018 Dynamite Cup!
Unbelievable!
Unbelievable match, unbelievable moment, and unbelievable night. For Sterling, I am Mark Maxwell, and for NOLIE as well. This has been the 2018 Dynamite Cup. Please remember to check out togetherwerise.org, and we're gonna let Sage Phillips soak in this moment because he earned it.
Sage, I've trained a lot of people, but I've never trained somebody who is just like me. I am so proud of what you've accomplished, not just tonight, but your whole career. And these people right here, your peers, I can't wait to see the journey that you give us all, because you're gonna hit that mountain as high as it can be, all right? You're the man, all right?